This is a fake Norton antivirus invoice. It was sent by a scammer called Aditya and he lives in Kolkata. But since the police in that city are next to useless, how is it best to try and stop this guy? Maybe the best approach is to try to involve the scammer's parents. Since the scammer who sent the fake invoices lived in Kolkata, I needed a bit of help to track him down. And this is where I called on my friend Johnny Music, who you may have seen on Trilogy Media's channel. He's an ex-scammer who now makes it his mission to make the life of real scammers as difficult as possible. And it wasn't long before Johnny was able to give me access to this scammer's PC. Here, the scammer is trying to steal money from his victim, who's called Joe. Because Aditya has been unsuccessful in transferring money directly out of Joe's bank account, he's doing the next best thing and remotely accessing Joe's computer in order to buy gift cards which he will cash himself. And this is how he will spend his life. Aditya will pretend to be Geek Squad or Norton Antivirus, log on to people's computers and order these sorts of gift cards. Except now that Johnny and I can see what he's up to, we can foil his little plan.
Your call may be recorded or monitored. Thank you for calling Nordstrom.
And once I'd explained that the gift card was taken fraudulently, the operator was able to freeze it.
Alright, so it is currently on a hold.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Take care.
And any time that we saw Aditya try and get access to a victim's computer, we would step in.
You just have to click on that. Yeah, you have to click on the download 64-bit version.
And because Aditya would record the names and details of his victims on his own screen, here this victim's name is called Neil, we were able to step in and stop the scam before it happened.
Hello, is that Neil?
Yeah, hello.
Hello there. I'm calling you because I think someone's trying to scam you. If someone is on your other phone line, they're trying to steal your money.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you on the phone with someone else at the moment?
No.
Okay. Is anyone instructing you to go and buy gift cards or similar?
Not yet.
Okay. Basically, that is a scam.
Okay.
Okay. So
I have somebody that has been telling me that my computer is compromised, and now he's telling me something that I don't understand.
I did explain to Neil exactly what was going on, but of course the scammer can't resist a look on Neil's webcam.
you need to uninstall TeamViewer. He started up your camera, Neil. I would just hold the power switch for 5 seconds and that will turn off the computer. Okay, if you hold the power switch time, about 5 seconds, it will just switch it off. That's it. Perfect.
But key to making his scams work, Aditya would need a ready supply of phone numbers, which he was getting from ringcentral.com. And once Aditya was nicely set up and had paid for these phone numbers, it was my turn to contact the abuse department of Ring Central.
Fraud department, service abuse and fraud management team. In according with the Ring Central ULA, your account has been immediately suspended.
But of course he would always re-register brand new numbers, but as and when he did this, I would report them directly to Ring Central, who would be very quick in banning him. So thank you to Ring Central for taking quick action against the scammer, but I do think they could do better in vetting the people who use their services. And somewhat amusingly, I did watch what he was doing on his PC, and he happened to be watching, yes, my videos. And even more amusingly, he actually recommended my video to a few of his friends. I don't know if they were scammers or not, but at least he has good taste in YouTube. Maybe you too could do what he does and share these videos with your own friends. But interrupting all these scams seemed to have very little effect on Aditya. Here he is attempting the refund scam, one where he steals absolutely every penny from his victim.
So you do one thing. You just first of all go and get dressed yourself, okay?
I'm dressed.
All right, you dressed. So you just have to. All right.
Okay, so do I have to take money to the Bitcoin ATM?
You just ma'am, this is the simplest method ever, okay? Like you just have to do one thing. You just have to withdraw the cash from your bank, like the 3,600 cash you have to be handy, and just handy with that cash and go to the Bitcoin ATM, and over there you just have to put the money one by one, like one by one you just have to put the money into the BTC ATM machine. All right, are you getting me?
Yes.
So you just simply have to go and withdraw the funds from your bank. First of all, you just be handy with your credit or the debit card, whatever you have. And if you are having the cash in your home, so that will be the more superior method to resolve these things. Like, do you have the cash, like around 300 and a 600, like $3,600?
But who exactly is Aditya? Well, the files on his PC told us exactly who he was and where he lived. Well, the very basic CV told me that he used to work in something called eUnite Telecoms in Kolkata. eUnite are a notorious scamming operation headed up by Rakesh Chowdhury. Rakesh was recently exposed by my friend Pierogi of Scammer Payback, and I've left a link to his video in the description. There is no doubt that Aditya learned all he needed to do to scam people whilst he was employed with eUnite. But among the fake invoices held on his computer were lots of personal photographs, and that gave us an idea about how we might try and tackle this guy. We knew exactly what he looked like because there were enough files on his computer to recognise instantly who we were dealing with. From time to time he'd update his Instagram, and on one occasion it even showed a picture of his mother. If the police weren't going to do something about him, perhaps his parents would. We even found his government issued ID card on the laptop. He was young, under 25, like most scammers in the area. And watching the wireless network activity on his laptop, we could see him move between his house and a neighbouring property. Probably that's where he ran scams. So thanks to Johnny knowing a couple of people in the area, we were able to get them to go to Aditya's house, and there they met with his father. If you want to see the whole interaction, I've left a link to Johnny's video. It's up in the top right hand corner, and the link is in the description. When they got there, Aditya's father claimed that his son was working for a US company and wasn't involved in scams. When we showed him evidence of what his son was up to, his father broke down in tears and said that he would put his son off doing this scamming. And I was convinced at this point that the scamming would stop. But to see if this really worked, we didn't tell his father that we could see Aditya's computer. And of course, just 2 days after all of this happened, we could see Aditya back at the scamming again.
Okay, just wait. No, it's not correct. Because as you said, you never used PayPal, okay, but there is the account. 3 years ago, somebody created that. Okay. So we need to go, that's what we are checking it, right? Who got, all this information.
This time he was conning somebody in the US and sending money to a mule in Chile.
Ma'am, this is a fraudulent activity is going on. That's why we are asking it. Okay, you need to understand that. This is the normal things, okay? If any charges you made, okay, if you call anybody, they will ask you the card details first, all right, to verify it.
So given that even his parents weren't going to influence him, we decided to confront him one more time before we went to the police. And this time we would speak directly to Aditya.
अभी नहीं मैं पहले करता था अभी नहीं करता अभी अब नहीं कर 3-4 महीना हो गया होगा 4-5 महीना ऐसे 3-4-5 महीना आपको हो गया छोड़े सेल्स भी अगर होता था तो लोग पैसा नहीं देता जी समझ गया।
यहाँ पे जो है ना पैसा नहीं दे रहे आजकल हमको तो समझ में आ गया ये साला 2 नंबर लाइन है, इसमें कुछ बोला भी नहीं जा सकता, फालतू में ये करके क्या फ़ायदा। और ऊपर से अगर कुछ किसी को पता चले तो बदनामी अलग। तब मेरा दोस्त आता घर पे, बोला चल लेट हो रहा, बोली अच्छा तुम कहाँ जा रहे हो, डेली आता है काम में, क्या करते वो ऑफिस जा रहे हो, तुम लोग रात में जाता है, और वैसा बात है कोई भी पूछेगा।
जी आपके घर वाले
हाँ वो बताया पापा को पता चल जाती है, आप समझ ही रहे घर में पता चलने के बाद क्या होता है। बोला कि मुझे तेरा पैसा की ज़रूरत नहीं है, करना है मेरे साथ चल और कुछ अच्छा काम कर। इसमें कुछ ऐसा एजेंटशिप काम करके 10,000 में जो एक नॉर्मल जॉब होता है वर्क फ्रॉम होम करेंगे तो 10-12 हज़ार मिलेगा। अब वो करके हमको जब ये सब का दाग लेना है तो क्या फ़ायदा है भाई, बदनामी लेने का। बस इसीलिए छोड़ के जोमेटो का वर्क फ्रॉम होम निकला है तो मैंने अप्लाई किया हुआ।
तो आप मतलब वहाँ से एस्केप कैसे किए?
ये काम देखिए, ये काम आप बेसिकली आप ही जानते हैं, ये काम जो करता है तो ऑब्वियस सा बात है वो लोग कितना पैसा रखता पता ही है।
कंपनी का नाम वगैरह
वाटर साइड था, ई यूनिट। तो फिर अब मुझे तो वो पता नहीं था उसके बारे में इतना, फिर अचानक हमको पता चला, हम बोले भाई कोई जॉब ऑफ है, तो बोले कि काम करना है जॉब में, चल नहीं सकता। मेरे कहा दिखता, बोला टेक सपोर्ट का काम, टेक सपोर्ट का काम मतलब जैसे, बोला अरे ऐसे दिखता नहीं है, असिस्टेंट बन के काम करना पड़ता है जोमेटो। बोले हाँ भाई लगा दे भाई, हम तो ऑलरेडी अप्लाई करके रखे हुए, नहीं भाई लगा दे। बोले ठीक है चलते को, लेकिन नहीं ऑफिस जाया करना है, इतना सैलरी में लगा बात कर लेगा, नहीं करना बहुत खराब। तो वैसे बात होती है तो फिर वही करते।
आप कितने महीने काम किए? 2 महीने?
हाँ मतलब हम 3-4 महीना कर रहे थे वहीं, ठीक है। पर बात क्या है, वहाँ पे ऑफिस बंद ही रहता था ज़्यादातर, वीक में 2-3 दिन काम ऐसा करते, कुछ प्रॉपर काम भी नहीं होता था कुछ, तो वहाँ जाके बैठते थे, कभी तो बैठते थे और आ जाते थे, ऐसा होता था।
एक बार में एक्सेप्ट किए?
हम भाई क्लियरली बात किए, जो बात हम फैक्ट किए भाई, हाँ भाई करते थे ऐसा वैसा जो भी, क्योंकि भाई जो जिससे चीज़ से ताल्लुकात नहीं रखना उसको छुपा के क्या फ़ायदा। बिल्कुल पक्की बात है, वही बात है, क्लियर फैक्ट यही बात।
So, despite turning up on his doorstep twice now, he still denied that he continued to scam, even though we could see it every single day. So I thought that this time I would act like a victim who'd received one of his fake invoices and invite him onto my computer where I would show him a photograph of his parents.
Yo, hi sir, this is a call back from the Northern Help Desk. We just received a...
How may I help you today?
Yeah, I've got an invoice here, and I haven't ordered Norton, and I don't know why I'm getting the invoice.
Go with the gosupportnow.com. You just have to type in over there.
So you're watching his laptop as he connected to my PC. I wouldn't hang around too long. I'd start straight in with a photograph of his mother.
Like the robotic server is working?
It is.
Alright, no problem.
So, Aditya, do you recognize the person on screen? Don't end the meeting. Don't end it.
But, probably predictably, as soon as he saw his own photograph, he immediately ended the meeting, and that was the last I would be able to speak with him. But even that confrontation still didn't put him off. I watched him just minutes later resume his normal scams.
Alright, Mrs. Curran, this is a call from the South State Bank of yours. We just got some suspicious activity in your bank. That's what the reason we are calling you, alright? Just call me back in your convenient time. Thank you.
But in hindsight, perhaps I should have expected all of this. If you can't be truthful with your parents, why on earth would you be truthful face to face? And since this is the Patreon version of the video, I'd like to thank you all for your support. Without it, I wouldn't be able to produce these videos, so thank you once more.